Now, if you're a driver, you'll know all about the feeling of waiting for your test. I don't remember it being an awfully long wait all those years ago when I did mine, but learner drivers across the North West at the moment are waiting up to 6 months for their driving tests, despite being ready to take the exam. New plans to deal with the backlog have been announced by the government, as you may have heard, but they have upset some driving instructors. Stuart Pollitt's been looking into it.
Testing times in more ways than one for instructor Carol and pupil Hannah.
I think you're doing really well. Do you feel it?
Yeah. I started learning in June 2024 and I've just been doing it constantly for over a year.
So you're absolutely ready now, you just can't get the test?
Yeah. I've been learning to drive for so long, it's almost how can I afford to keep doing it.
Watch your speed.
Carol's been a driving instructor for 17 years, but the last few years she's been battling the bots who are booking up driving test slots.
It's been really difficult to get tests. Getting up at 6 o'clock on a Monday morning to book a test, and invariably, if I leave it a little bit later, 8 o'clock, they've all gone. It's the third parties and the bots that are blocking up the system.
Carol's even been banned from booking tests for her pupils as the system suspects she's a third-party seller.
They think I've been on too many times and kicked me off for four weeks.
The government had set a target of getting test waiting times down to 7 weeks by next year, but recently admitted that would not be possible. In the last few months, waiting times have averaged at more than 20 weeks. The government's latest plans include bringing in military driving examiners to clear the backlog and to make only learner drivers able to book tests. But that idea isn't popular with some instructors.
The instructors weren't in there doing bad things. They were being professionals, booking tests professionally when their pupils were ready. The third parties and the bots were the problem. You've effectively shut out somebody who isn't the problem but is part of the solution. So obviously it's ludicrous to block those professionals that you've licensed for the purpose of teaching people to drive safely and getting them ready for test from the system. And it just shows you how ill thought out these measures are.
The Department for Transport said the changes would cut delays and stop third parties and online bots booking and selling on test slots at inflated prices. The Driver and Vehicle Standards Agency added it was taking decisive action to cut waits and had carried out 56,000 more tests between June and October than in the same period in 2024.
The DVSA have tried lots of things. None of them have worked.
At least Hannah does now have a test booked.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, I am. Hopefully then I can get a car and just start driving.
But for others, it could be spring or summer next year before they get the same chance. Stuart Pollitt, BBC North West Tonight, Bramall.
Good luck to Hannah and anyone else who's hoping to take their driving test. Here are some of the other stories.